The sights and sounds of another high school football season are upon us.
We're bringing all the smoke to every single person we play.
Unfinished business with the goal of a deep playoff run.
I think we should be able to make a run for the state championship this year.
We feel like we have a chance to be really good this year.
We got the fastest team in Palm Beach County, I think.
New coaches, new districts.
And players looking to make an impact across the Palm Beaches and the Treasure Coast.
We had a good season last year, so now we're a target this year for everybody.
We're bringing it.
WPBF 25 Sports presents Countdown to Football Friday.
That time is here. It is almost here, baby. Alongside Yanni Caracas, I'm Shane Wright. Over the next 30 minutes, we're going to get you set. We're going to get ready, locked, cocked, and ready to rock for another season of high school football in the Palm Beach County and across the Treasure Coast.
Shane, so much to get to, so many changes. We'll get to all the coaching changes in Palm Beach County, the new districts. We'll break down some big names, so sit back, relax. This is your all-access pass to the upcoming high school football season.
First up, a lot to get to this Thursday and Friday. It's already here. Many teams in our area will kick off things with week 0 games, kind of like the preseason. These won't count on the standings, but are a pretty good way to get game action in prior to the real action starting next week. Some pretty good matchups, though, Friday, including Palm Beach Gardens hosting Benjamin, 2 good schools from last year. Can they cross over and do it again this year? Atlantic at Palm Beach Central. That should be a good one. And Jupiter Christian at Cardinal Newman, hoping for a great season as well. Unfinished business, Yanni, for a lot of schools this season.
Yeah, among those, Cardinal Newman. It's year 2 for Jack Daniels leading the Crusaders, coming off a run to the 3rd round of the playoffs last year. Newman still has a loaded offense, but gone are QB Davi Belfort and star running back Tovani Mizell to transferring. Now at QB is Luke Warnock, who Daniel says can lead a skill group on offense that can be even better than last year's.
Really good skill players, speed, a really good quarterback in Luke Warnock, and another good quarterback in Cam. Our D-line's pretty good, so we feel like we have a chance to be really good this year. Getting challenged early in the season will definitely translate to the playoffs, and I think knowing the teams we're going to have to play in the playoffs will help us get farther than we did last year.
Newman returns 9 starters on offense, 8 on defense. They have a loaded schedule with their first 3 games against Pahokee, American Heritage, and Benjamin.
Yeah, it might be tough for them at Jupiter. We were at a practice recently where a new head coach, Jason Cradman, replaces Tim Tharp, who retired. Cradman comes to Jupiter all the way from Chicago, but the South Florida native coached at Miami Beach in 2012 and 13. Cradman says that he likes the talent on this roster and is installing a new offense for them.
The move from a wing T offense to more of a multiple pro style offense is certainly going to take some time, and we had some bumps in the spring, but as we begin to kind of gel together and as our offensive group comes together, I think we'll be a lot better. Fortunately for us, our defense is real solid.
The new offense that Coach Cradman is putting in, I think it's going to be helpful towards the program in the future. I'm pretty sure we're going to do great this year, as a matter of fact, because of the new scheme.
The Warriors went 5-5 last year. They opened their season down the road at Dwyer.
All right, now to the Glades. Emmanuel Hendricks is back coaching his Pahokee team after an investigation forced him to be placed on administrative leave for the last several months. Pahokee is coming off a 9-1 season and a playoff appearance, now in the newly formed rural classification. Hendricks made sure to stack his schedule to get battle-tested with games against Cardinal Newman, Benjamin, Palm Beach Central, and Dwyer, among others. The Blue Devils have 2 of the best players in the country, in the county, and sophomore quarterback Austin Simmons and senior DN DJ Holmes. Maybe the country, Shane.
Maybe.
Now back with his guys, Hendricks is ready to get to work.
Excited to be back and, trying to put that, behind us and move forward and try to win a state championship this year. But that's why we loaded the schedule. We wanted to make sure we play everybody that was considered good in Palm Beach County. I wanted them on the schedule because I believe iron sharpens iron, and if we can make it through this gauntlet of a schedule, we'll be battle tested and we'll be ready to make a deep playoff run.
We had a good season last year, so now we'll target this year for everybody. Everybody in Palm Beach County will target for.
The Muck Bowl this year, November 4th at Glades Central.
All right, let's head up to the Treasure Coast. Antoine Blatch has the interim tag removed and will lead his alma mater, the South Fork Bulldogs, full-time now this year following a 3-7 mark last year. I'm sure they want to improve on that this year, Yanni.
Yeah, it's a young team, but Blatch, a former FAU player as well, says the Bulldogs are in terrific shape and are now fully adjusting to the new offense and defense he installed.
I feel we're in the best shape we've been in the last couple of years. Mentally, we got to get there. We're super young. We only have 10 seniors, so each day is going to be a learning curve, and we just got to make sure we take those initiatives to improve each day.
Coach got a lot of swagger. He has it. He's a legend at Southwood. Like Coach Blatch, that's all you see at Southwood is Coach Blatch.
Got the kids buying in. The Bulldogs open up their season at Vero Beach. The Martin Bowl is September 23rd at Martin County High School.
Yeah, a lot of movement in the offseason, Yanni, for coaches around the area. There will be at least 16 new high school football coaches this fall roaming the sidelines here in Palm Beach County, but one of them no stranger to these parts.
Yeah, former Palm Beach Lakes head coach Al Shipman has taken over the Dwyer program. I caught up with him at a recent Panthers workout. Al Shipman is back roaming practice fields, only this time in some different colors.
It's kind of like riding a bike, you never forget how to do it, and it's been fun so far.
Shipman was fired from Palm Beach Lakes in November after a 7-season run that included a Lou Groza Coach of the Year award. When Shipman was let go at Palm Beach Lakes, he says he didn't immediately want to get back into coaching. In fact, he thought he'd have some time off to relax and even vacation.
I make fun of it. I say, you know what, I thought I was going to be writing hotel reviews, all season, but, that's come to an end and, it's back to work.
And so far, the Panthers players are buying in.
It's been great, actually. He's been working with us a lot, giving us the opportunity to come out here and be great every day. Get used to the atmosphere, get used to building our brotherhood. And following a 4-6 season, the former Miami Hurricane player is hoping to bring Dwyer back to its winning ways and make it a perennial contender once again.
I had a rich tradition of winning, putting kids in college, some NFL kids. So, there's there's big shoes to fill here. And, I feel like I'm up to the task.
All right, here's a look at some of the new coaches you'll see on the sidelines at Palm Beach Lake. Cedric Jones replaces Shipman. At American Heritage Delray, Brian Van Gorder takes over. He was a former NFL assistant and college coach. Inlet Grove has a new coach. Rashad Jackson is set to take over the Hurricanes. He was let go at his alma mater, Glades Central, after 2 years. We'll hear from him shortly. And to replace Jackson, Glades Central is going with Travis Moore, who is an assistant in Georgia.
But wait, there's more. At Jupiter, as you saw, Jason Cradman takes over for Tim Tharp. Forest Hill has stayed in-house by promoting Garrett Nicase. He was the team's offensive line coach for the district champion Falcons. Palm Beach Central promoted defensive coordinator Kevin Thompson to lead a Broncos team. They were really good last year. They went to a regional final last year under Scotty Littles. He took his talents north over to Booker High in Sarasota. At Royal Palm Beach, Chuck Kenyon has just recently taken over as head coach after Jeff Shum had the job for just a couple months. And Santa Lucia's hired former Champagnat state champion head coach Hector Clavijo III. He replaces Brian Lewis, who was there for just 1 season. And up at Fort Pierce Westwood, Chris Kokel moves from the radio booth back to the sideline.
At Seminole Ridge, Chad Shuffalo is promoted, replacing Rick Casco, who stepped down in January. Down in Boca, Ian Headley replaces Ryan McCrae at Spanish River. Headley was most recently at Coral Springs. And at West Boca Raton, Dylan Potts will try to give the Bulls their first winning season since 2017. He was the OC at Miami Belen Jesuit. And at Park Vista, former Boca Raton AD Brandon Walker takes over for former NFL Pro Bowler Leonard Weaver, who was fired after 1 season. At the Kings Academy, Ben McEnroe begins a new tenure. He comes to Palm Beach County from Southern California. And just last month, Suncoast announced former player Timotheus Granger will lead the Chargers this year.
All right, so a lot to get to. It's back to football for the Thunderwolves in West Palm Beach. The effort's happening to rebuild that Oxbridge Academy program.
And NFL players past and present continuing to make an impact locally, how they spent the summer giving back.
And as we go to break, here's a quick look at some of the Week 0, those preseason games we talked about involving Treasure Coast teams either at home or on the road, right there on your screen. We'll be right back. Welcome back. When you follow your favorite team this year, you may be seeing them in a different classifications.
Yes, the FHSAA has once again gone back to the drawing board. We now have metro and suburban divisions. Metro consists of the 8 most densely populated counties, with the remaining 59 counties in the suburban class. There's also 34 schools in the state in the rural classification. Pahokee qualifies, for example.
Yeah, FHSA was pretty busy this offseason. Palm Beach County schools will be in Metro. Martin County, St. Lucie, Indian River, and Okeechobee will be in the suburban class. So let's follow this a little bit here. Let's start in urban. Palm Beach County schools are in Region 3 with classes 4M, 3M, 2M, and 1M. 4M is for the biggest schools. District 9 is Jupiter, Palm Beach Gardens, Palm Beach Lakes, and Royal Palm Beach. District 10 is Forest Hill, John I. Leonard, Palm Beach Central, and Wellington. So geographically, it does make sense. But a school like Dwyer, 3M, a little smaller. So their district is Atlantic and Seminole Ridge.
In the suburban classification, Class 4S, District 12 includes Martin County rivals, Centennial, Fort Pierce Central, Martin County, Treasure Coast, and Vero Beach. Schools in 3S include Fort Pierce Westwood, Okeechobee, and District 12 has Jensen Beach, Port St. Lucie, and South Fork. The rural classification includes small schools, again like Pahokee and Glades Day.
And for the first time in 5 years, Oxbridge Academy will field a football team this fall after shutting down the program in 2018 due to low numbers and safety reasons.
Yeah, the Thunderwolves return to the gridiron with a JV program coinciding with the school's 10-year anniversary.
On a hot summer day, the foundation continues to be laid for the return of the Oxbridge football program, and the school is buzzing.
And now that we're bringing back football, I feel like the energy in the whole school has changed. I mean, it's everyone's dream when you go to high school that you go to a football game on the Friday, you guys win, homecoming.
To drop your kid off at a football game on a Friday night, you know, that's a sacred thing.
Head coach Jonathan Stellman was the program's defensive coordinator when it played its last game, a 3A state championship loss in 2017. Now he's tasked with teaching 60 kids the fundamentals of the game. 57 of those players haven't played competitive high school football.
It's teaching everything from how to line up, you know, what's a technique on offense and defense, and we're doing some pretty unique things schematically, so it's interesting for them to be at the ground level of doing things differently.
While Oxbridge will compete as a JV program and its roster is mostly built of underclassmen, there's some upperclassmen players, including some seniors, who say they've been waiting their whole high school career for this moment.
We're like the ground base of it, so we just gotta keep on going for younger kids and just have them have a successful year, and this years beyond this.
The wins will come, but for now, there are bigger objectives.
I think the goals are to set the identity of our program. If you want to give us a chance, we want to give you motivation to be out here. And, you know, it's been successful. To have close to 60 guys already give us a chance and come out here, that's a special thing. And it's special for them, too, to bring Oxbridge football back.
Best of luck to Oxbridge in this first season. And our high school football previews continue now with Inlet Grove.
Yeah, big season for them. Rashad Jackson takes over for the Hurricanes. The Hurricanes went 3-7 last year. Remember, they didn't field a team in 2020, but there is a new vibe at practice. Don't be surprised if this team rebounds nicely in 2022. Inlet Grove will use that speed they have week 1 at Santa Lucia.
All right, still ahead, there's some of the top players in the Palm Beaches and Treasure Coast. The big name schools that are recruiting are local athletes.
And as we go to break, here's a quick look at more Week 0 games happening tomorrow and Friday. We're about 24 hours from kickoff from the football season. Stay with us. We'll be right back in your countdown to Football Friday.
Welcome back to the show. As we mentioned earlier, there are 16 coaching changes alone in Palm Beach County this year.
And usually when a head football coach quits or gets fired, it has a lot to do with wins and losses, but that doesn't seem to be the case here in Palm Beach County. The coaches I spoke to say there's a few other big reasons why. High school football in South Florida is a lot of different things.
1, 2, 3,
it's competition. It's tradition. And there's something about the smell of the grass and the sounds of the band bellowing across the Friday night sky. But in Palm Beach County, there's a turnover that's turning heads.
I'm not surprised at all, man. You know, to be honest with you, you know, there's such a lack of support here.
Over the past 2 years, in a school district with 24 high school football programs, there's been over 25 head coaching changes.
I feel in Palm Beach County, coaches don't have a voice.
Al Shipman has been a head high school football coach in the Palm Beach County area for nearly a decade and feels the major reason for the turnover: money.
You know, at the end of the day, the stipend is about $4,500 for a head coach. You don't do it for the money.
He says the $4,500 went down to around $4,000 after taxes, and it's for about 6 months of coaching during the season, working around 40 hours per week. That would equal to, get ready, just over $4 per hour.
On a regular basis, I would spend my money.
Brian Lewis was the head coach at Santa Lucis High School for just 1 season before being let go in November. He's now an assistant coach at a middle school in Texas.
Middle school coaches get $6,000 here, so the middle school coaches get paid $2,000 more than an 8A coach there.
According to each school district, head football coaches in St. Lucie County receive a $4,800 stipend. Okeechobee County, $5,000. Martin County, just over $5,900. And in Indian River County, close to $6,000.
Anything that the boys needed, I mean, they'll call me and be like, hey, coach, I'm not going to eat tonight. One of my linebackers, he said, can I have $10? All right, man, here's $10. I spent half my stipend that I got on them.
You just have to do it. Those are the sacrifices that you make.
Both coaches say Florida lacking a coaches union makes it harder to make their voices heard.
We need more support from the school district. We need more support from our administration. You know, we need more support from the community.
If they don't even increase the stipend, but increase the budget for the athletics, you know, give a budget for athletics so that way the coaches can keep their stipend money.
They need to find a way to take care of the coaches. Sports saves lives.
And one point of order here, we did speak to Coach Shipman from Dwyer before he took the Dwyer job, and since then he's shared with us that he has the full support of the Dwyer program there in Palm Beach Gardens. And we wanted a response from the district, and we were given this quote from them. The district acknowledges the feedback from the coaches and will continue to review the prospect of supplement offerings.
A lot of former players who shined on the high school football stage gave back to their communities this summer.
Always good to see former Martin County star and current Denver Broncos safety Justin Simmons hosting his inaugural camp for free back at his old stomping grounds. The All-Pro brought along some of his NFL friends, and he continues to be a big-time role model for young kids on the Treasure Coast through his Justin Simmons Foundation. Simmons entering his 7th year in the league. He's been the Broncos nominee for the Walter Payton NFL Man of the Year Award 3 times. That's a big award.
Delray Beach's Brandon Flowers, the former Pro Bowl cornerback who played for the Chiefs and Chargers in the NFL, hosted a camp alongside Dream Big Cheer and Dance. The Atlantic High School alum bringing along some of his notable friends as coaches, while cheerleaders got some top-notch instruction from a former Baltimore Ravens cheerleader. All that happening at St. Andrews in Boca Raton. Flowers tells us he hopes this is the first of many dual camps with cheerleading. All right, there are so many great players in Palm Beach County and the Treasure Coast. Many of them are fielding offers from big-time programs or have committed already.
Yeah, it's going to get rolling here pretty soon. 4-star Benjamin Bucks running back Chauncey Bowens, who, yes, looks like a grown man, right? 6 feet, 215 pounds. He's only 15 years old, folks, entering his junior season this fall. Chauncey, who also runs track and plays basketball and lacrosse at Benjamin, has offers from Florida, Miami, and Auburn, among other big-name programs, but remains humble through it all.
Right now, I'm just trying to focus on my craft and, staying as a good individual on and off the field, because, a lot of times in the recruiting process, people can get caught up in all the glamour and all that stuff.
he doesn't have any downside. You know, he's got the body, he's got the speed, he's got the work ethic, he's got the whole deal.
He's got a football pedigree is what he has. His older brother, CJ, just graduated from Benjamin and will play at Army. His dad was a star player locally in high school as well.
And Chauncey's teammate, receiver Micah Mays, announced his commitment to Wake Forest recently. The three-star athlete tweeted out the decision. Mays picked Wake over schools like Penn State, Virginia Tech, and West Virginia.
And Pahokee has some big-time players as well. Sophomore quarterback Austin Simmons are already getting some big-time looks. Same story for Deshaun Benjamin. He's going to score plenty of touchdowns. And defensive back linebacker DJ Holmes, who put on 15 pounds this offseason, tells us he has interest from Ole Miss, Louisville, UCF, and FAU.
Star Palm Beach Central quarterback Ahmad Haston already has his college choice. Haston has committed to UMass. The three-star All-County player can now focus on leading the Broncos to another undefeated regular season and a deep playoff run.
The recruiting process was a little like a roller coaster, and me committing to UMass, it was like taking another thing off my mind and off my shoulders, and now I can buy 100% onto my academics and my teammates.
Central hosts Atlantic tomorrow night in a 6:30 kickoff classic game. We'll be back right after this.
All right, welcome back. Here's a look at when some of the rivalry games will be played this season. Crosstown rivals Dwyer and Palm Beach Gardens play September 9th at the Gators home field. Same night, Benjamin hosts Cardinal Newman. Should be a good one. And the Martin County Bowl, September 23rd, when Martin County hosts South Fork.
Vero Beach hosts Fort Pierce Central a week later, September 30th at the Citrus Bowl. Palm Beach Central and Wellington renew their rivalry October 28th at Central's home field. The annual Muck Bowl with Pahokee playing at Glades Central.
Oh, yeah.
That's November 4th.
Strap in and get ready for that one. That's our special for the night. We're going to see you here every Friday night at 11. Highlights from the biggest games. It starts this week, Yanni. Football Friday is back. First Friday this week.
Good luck to all the teams out there. We leave you with some top plays from last year.